Hello and welcome to Source Capital. This is a short presentation about our latest project that we'll be funding very, very soon. The idea of this is to give you a bit more information about Dury Falls Close in Hornchurch, so you can understand the project, understand where we're up to, what we're looking to do with the project, so that you've got enough information to make a decision on if you'd like to take part and invest with us throughout this process. So during this presentation, we're going to cover the summary, who we are as a business, the project, investment opportunity, the risk management, timescales, the borrower, and the next steps as well. So my name's Stephen Moss. I'm the Managing Director of Source Capital, part of Source Group. You can see some of my team members here. So we've got John Wilson, Martin Blakey, we have Emma Riley and Paul Horton. So if you do have any questions or queries during the process of the fund or regards anything to do with the project, etc., please feel free to contact us on email at capital@source.co or on telephone number 0333 900 9999, or visit us at sourcecapital.co and speak to us on a live chat. We've got lots of experience at HQ, so over 100 years in property funding and lots of sort of development angles with QSs, project management experience as well. So really driven team. I'm sure a lot of people are watching this are already investing and working with us as well. So we'll jump into a little bit more of an overview of Sourced. So flagship developments across the UK with a pipeline that we're currently building of over £277 million. We have over 100 franchisees, offices across the UK. We have a 100% repayment rate to date. So every loan that we've lent on and repaid within the term and the full amount. We charge zero investor fees to our investors for adding funds, managing or withdrawing funds. And we offer up to 12% returns as well. So great returns, great security with a great track record as well. So a little bit of an overview of us as a business. And obviously it's very important to understand our values. So our commitment to our customers, these are the things that are at the heart of our business and what we look at when we look at every project. How does it benefit our business, our investors, and how's it going to work with those? So our commitment to customers always transparency. So people that have worked with us on projects will know that we're very open in terms of what's happening on site, where we're up to, and updates. Taking risks seriously as well is very important to us. So we're FCA regulated. I'm going to touch on the ways that we mitigate risks throughout this project in particular. Honesty as well. So not everything will go perfectly to plan when doing property development, as I'm sure people watching this will know. But it's important to then be honest with people to say, look, we've had to change this or we've had to amend this, but the project's here and this is what we're doing to make sure we deliver those returns back to you safely. Diversity and innovation. So one of the key things and one of the big benefits of working with Sourced is our 100 offices across the UK, because it offers a huge variety of different types of projects in different locations, meaning that your portfolio is diverse as well. And constant improvement. Constant improvement is very key in terms of us as a business growing. So if you do have any feedback, please don't hesitate to contact one of the teams, or you think we can improve on something. We're always looking to develop and improve the business to offer a great service. And here we have it. So this is our latest project that will be going live very shortly. Dury Falls Close. You can see there's CGI of the building from one particular angle. We've got a couple of different angles that we'll be able to look at throughout this presentation. So a little bit of an overview and a summary. So the borrower of this project is an experienced property investor who's exchanged contracts on the purchase of this land. The land's been purchased with planning permission in place for the build of a 3-bedroom detached property. The investment opportunity was identified by the borrower, who's a property investor living local to the area. The borrower is raising £367,500 for the purchase and the build of a 3-bedroom detached house. Investors will get first legal charge on the site. £184,000 will be used towards the purchase of the property and the rest towards the build. The monies that were raised are we operate on a drawdown system, so we will receive an independent monitoring survey report that will confirm the works have been completed, and we will then release the monies. The exit plan is to sell the property, which will go on sale once the work commences off plan. The term for the project is 10 months. Here we have another CGI from a different angle showing you a front view of the property. So quite a modern touch. Quite nice. The property and the land currently is in a quiet residential road in Hornchurch, close to local amenities. It currently is quite a large existing garage on the plot, which we demolished, and obviously the new 3-bedroom detached house will be built. General observations, which are in the survey report, which you'll be able to download on our platform, indicate that the site is in good condition. It's also worth noting as well that the site, this particular project, has been approved for SAS investments as well. So let's have a look at some of the initial figures. So the loan amount is 367,500. The forecast GDV from an independent valuer is 525, and that independent valuer is RICS qualified. So 525,000. The loan interest rate is 10% per annum. We have a bonus of 2% for investments over £20,000. The loan term is 10 months. The repayment of the interest is made at the end of the term along with the capital. And in terms of the security, as an investor, you'll get first legal charge. You have the borrower's equity that they're investing, personal guarantee as well. The exit is to sell on the open market. Planning status has been approved. Independent RICS valuation has been completed and is available for you to download and review. This development and project has been approved for SAS and ISA investments with a minimum investment level of £250. A little bit more detail and breakdown of the actual figures. So we have a purchase price of £230,000, a cost of work of 161,940, a legal cost of just over £1,500, a surveyor cost of just over £2,700. That includes additional surveys which are available for you to download and review. Stamp duty tax at £1,600. Professional fees of £14,417. Warranty cost of £5,611. SIL payment of £2,000. That brings the total cost of £419,890. There's a cash injection from the borrower of £52,390. So again, confirming the loan required is £367,500 with a forecast valuation of £525,000. The GDV on the loan to value is 70%. The profit margin is 21%. The profit against cost is 27%. And the loan to value of the purchase price is 80%, with 100% of the works loan to value being covered as well, which is quite standard on most developments that we cover. Let's look at the actual location. So you can see the map on the right-hand side with the big pin of where the property is actually located, quite close to the town centre. Hornchurch is a suburban town in East London, England, part of the London Borough of Havering. It's a short walk from the local town centre, comprising of a number of shopping streets. Quite a quiet residential location, lots of local amenities. 3-minute drive to local stations, a 13-minute walk, 17-minute drive to King George Hospital, 10-minute drive to the M25, which is quite a popular location. Also relatively close to quite a large theatre and sixth form college for higher education as well. So according to propertydata.co.uk, the Hornchurch area has got a very low crime rate as well. So quite encouraging for a 3-bedroom detached house, so young family or that's the typical sort of type of buyer that we'll be aiming for. So you can see here an image of the town centre with one foot in Essex and the other in London and sitting inside the M25. Hornchurch is brilliantly located for commuting into the city and Canary Wharf and escaping to the coast or the countryside at weekends. Most homes are within a mile of Zone 6 District Line or rail station. Crossrail is poised to run from a nearby Romford, slashing journey times to the West End to just over half an hour. It's a self-contained town with lots going on and pulls in buyers of all rungs of the property ladder. So it's quite a nice kind of summary of the location and the town itself. Looking at the market growth, so over the past 5 years, there's been a 19% increase in house prices. You will see from this that the last 12 months, there's been zero increase. I think that's a reflection really on the market generally. A lot of areas and territories have actually gone into negative. So it's quite encouraging that it's still maintained prices at where it is. In terms of the planning overview, so the property has gained planning permission to build a 3-bedroom detached house following demolition of the existing dwelling. Planning was gained through Havering Council, and a copy of the planning consent can be found on our platform under the project. It's in a quiet location close to shops and amenities, a lot of sort of mature, older types of properties, so it's quite nice to have a unique one-off build. So we expect it to be quite popular, and speaking to agents, they're quite excited about bringing this to the market. You can see here on the ground floor plan, you've got a good sized kitchen and open plan dining area at the back of the house. That's got a small extension on as well with Velux windows, just to make it that modern touch, make it slightly larger. You've also got a separate lounge and downstairs WC with gardens to the front and rear and parking. On the first floor, so you can see that small extension at the back with the Velux. You've got 3 good sized bedrooms, family bathroom, and fitted wardrobes in the master and the second bedroom as well. So these 4 plans are available for you to download on our platform should you have any further queries or questions. In terms of support, so being part of the Source network, the borrower does receive support from ourselves, our team, our in-house QS team, etc. So we're here to ensure that our borrowers are capable of delivering on projects like this, have experience of projects like this at that level, and are able to follow it right the way through with our support. And on that note, let's actually meet the borrower. So Everton Brown is the director and the borrower from Sourced Barnet. The property is being purchased in a SPV, Class Per House Investments, and it's just been set up simply for this property. Talk about Everton's experience, I'll touch on that in a little bit more detail now, but just to confirm, as the borrower, he's been through our credit check, financial review, and AML check as well. So it's been really good to work with Everton for probably the last 12 months from Sourced HQ. He's been a landlord himself since 2006 and has grown his own buy-to-let portfolio. He's carried out refurbishments on properties. He's recently just finished quite a heavy one, which he's been posting lots of pictures on social media for people to follow and understand what he's been up to. And he's also managed to generate himself a good rental income from those properties. As a business, Source Capital have completed a full application with credit checks, financial review, including reviewing bank statements, affordability statements, assets and liabilities with evidence at each stage of the review. Alima Construction are one of the delivery team that will be working with Everton on this particular project. So they've been established since 2016. They have a team formed of experienced bricklayers, roofers, electricians, carpenters, painters, and decorators, delivering jobs to a high quality. We have seen some of the projects they've completed, and they are very good, to a good standard. And there's a couple of units that they've listed there. So large loft conversions, large side extensions, full refurbishments with extensions, and large rear extensions as well. So we're very confident they can deliver. We also have a project manager, Jeff Taylor, who's in as part of this team, and he'll be helping take it through step by step. Jeff, for anybody that's invested with us before, will be aware he's worked with us on a number of projects and seen them right the way through from the beginning to the end. So we're very happy with Jeff coming on board with this particular project. From a legal point of view, so the conveyancing has been carried out by Alex Rubin on behalf of the borrower, and this has been checked by Source Capital solicitors, Sean Tudor from Loosemore Solicitors, who have obviously given it the sign off and prepared to register the first charge. In terms of security for our investors, this is very, very important to us as a business. I believe that we offer one of the most secure forms of investment. So we have a first legal charge against the property, against the asset. We have the borrower's equity, so the money they've actually invested into this. We have a drawdown facility. So when we get the independent monitoring survey report, that's when the money's paid out. So we know it's been spent. We are FCA regulated as well as a trading name of JARC One Limited, who are an appointed representative of rebuildingsociety.com. This is quite a nice diagram to show investors their security in terms of the capital structure and loan to value. So you can see there that the loan capital, the equity piece, the interest and the profit. The interest, the equity and the profit is your safety margin. So, there's quite a large piece there as a safety margin should anything go wrong, and the property can be resold to recover capital and interest that's owed to our investors. We also have confirmation of the exit strategy. So the properties will be put on the open market for off-plan sale. A refinancing option has been taken in place should the open market sale take too long, but we don't expect that. Interest will then be repaid with the capital at the end of the term. This is quite an interesting point at the bottom. So this looks at what type of properties in the area, the average size and price in comparison, and what a mortgage level and deposit would be needed. It also looks as well at the income required to get that mortgage. So for two people based in a property in this location, they would require to earn £98,437.50 per year. Now, above that, at the top of this page, you can see there that in this location, the average salary is just over £101,000. So that's quite encouraging to say that we know the types of people that live in this area are able to afford this type of property and in the market for it. Special offers. So we have a 2% cashback. If you invest over £20,000, you'll receive an additional 2% at the end of the term. We also have a £50 bonus. So if this is your first investment with Source Capital and you invest over £500, you'll receive a £50 cashback at the end of the term of the investment as well. There are 3 ways that you can invest with us. You can do regular cash investments for £250. You can invest with an IF ISA. So you can either set up a new ISA and invest in this tax year up to £20,000, or if you have an existing ISA, you can transfer that over and invest in that to get tax-free returns. There's also the option to invest with your pension through SIP or SAS. So if this is something you're looking to set up, please speak to one of our team and we'll be more than happy to help you. So actually get set up, ready to invest, you visit sourcecapital.co, you register for a free account, you select the projects, invest and earn up to 12% per annum. You can refer a friend, and this is how a lot of our business comes through. By referring a friend, you can receive up to £250 depending on how much they actually invest. And the referral code can be found on your dashboard. This project will go live at 10 a.m. on the 18th of the 8th, 2020. If you visit sourcecapital.co/projects at 10 o'clock in the morning on that date, you'll be able to see the project and you'll be able to make a pledge and investment. If you do have any queries or questions, you can contact us by email at capital@source.co, telephone 0333 900 9999, or on the website sourcecapital.co. Thank you very much for your time. Thank you for contacting us, and we look forward to working with you with your investment.